So, this is my work laptop that I didn't really do much of a review on. So, it is the Dell G3 15-inch 15-inch gaming laptop slash, well, it's a gaming laptop, but it's also a bit of a work laptop as well. So, it's a combination of those two things. So, yeah. What it comes with on board is 8 gigabytes of memory, which I can up that to 32 gigabytes. It comes with an i5 8300H CPU, an Intel-based CPU, 2.30 gigahertz, which is good. 64-bit operating system, obviously. The other things that it comes with as well is a 1 terabyte data drive, so for storing all my data and everything else and stuff like that for work. I've got all my data and everything else and my OBS stuff on here. Then also at the same time we got apps, Dell, drivers, Intel, preferred logs, program files, you know, all that stuff. I mean, it's got all that stuff anyway, but that's 120 gig SSD that it comes with. Like, it's like a little chip drive, so that's pretty good. So that's the entirety of the specs for the machine, but as you can see here, it's also got discrete graphics as well, which is a, let's go to the NVIDIA control panel, I'll show you exactly what it is. I believe it's a 1050. Let's see. It's a 1050 Ti, so it's a GTX 1050 Ti. It's a mobile version of it, obviously. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So yeah, it's got some pretty good stuff in it. I've been using mainly this machine, just sort of mucking around with it and using it for work and everything else and stuff like that. It's also my backup desktop work machine sort of thing. So yeah, this is the new laptop that I ended up getting a while back. As I said, I didn't really do much of a review on this, so I kind of felt annoyed that I didn't do some type of review on it. I should have done that when I initially got it, but I didn't. It's not that I didn't think of it, it's just that I was so flabbergasted and mucked around with other stuff in my life. I was just like, oh, fuck it. I'll do the review later, it's fine. So yeah, well, we got 440.95. So I'm just downloading a latest video driver at the moment. As you can see, my internet's sort of beaming along with my new router and everything else. So that's pretty awesome. Aside from that, now, I had some initial problems with this laptop which were related to it freezing, like in the middle of doing tasks. But that has now stopped since I did all the Dell BIOS updates and everything else, and all the Dell stuff. Dell update software. So the Dell support software and stuff and everything else is there. So Dell updates and stuff. Since I did all those, it seems to have fixed any issues that I had with it. So it's a G3 3579, as you can see. So yeah, last time I checked for updates there wasn't any, so I just double checked, but I don't think there is any at the moment. But since I've been doing the regular updates and keeping regular updates on the machine, it has been running like clockwork. It's just been beautifully doing its thing, which is great. That's actually what I want out of it at the end of it. Let me just clear some of these notifications, because it gets from notifications from my other computer. So yeah, we've got that one anyway, as you can see. It's a good one, checking for updates. G33579. Service tag D3MQKP2. So there is actually an upgrade. It looks like it's a Intel. Yeah, there is one update. So there's one update I can see, which is an Intel chipset driver. So that's alright. I'll just get that Intel chipset driver, and that should be alright. And I'm also doing the driver on here as well. Once that's installed, I'll hit the Express button and we'll do the Express install on that. But yeah, basically this is the Dell laptop that I've been using so far, and very positive experiences with it. So I need to restart this machine afterwards. So preparing package. So it's just preparing the package. I'll just wait for it to prepare the package. And after that, I'll do that. So I think I'll review this machine anyway. So yeah, everything's working on it. Everything's so far I haven't had any major issues with, no major lag issues. I even tried streaming on it a couple of times and it would worked pretty well. Most of the time when I was doing the streaming, so I can't complain too much. I'm just going to reboot that. There we go. But yeah, not a bad laptop at all. It's Dell G3 15-inch. As you can see, it's got Bluetooth on board. It's got Smart Byte. It's got a full IPS panel, full HD, gaming. Hello, focus. HDMI 2.0 as well. That's the plus side. Thermals aren't too bad on it either. Well, they don't seem to be too bad. I guess there's certain points I could probably reapply the thermal paste and do a couple of things with it if I really wanted to, but I didn't really bother that much. So that's rebooted. Let me just go in here and log in. Oops, typed the password wrong. There we go. So for the most part, I just need to do the Dell, not the Dell driver, the NVIDIA driver, which I've updated and downloaded the latest version. I just have to install it, that's all. NVIDIA experience. The fans do get fairly loud, but it is a gaming PC, so I mean it is designed to be a gaming laptop, so I didn't expect the temperatures to be sensational all the time, in most cases, so yeah, I'm using a mouse at the moment. So what do we want with these anyway? But yeah, like it looks like, I mean, especially with cheaper options and stuff. Originally, see, this is my dad's laptop at the moment. His is kind of like just, yeah, it was an old hand-me-down, so it's kind of just something we found for free. It's kind of okay, but it's I think it realistically needs a fan replaced at this point in time. So yeah, gonna close this Express, and then I'm just gonna hit the Express option, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is just reset this whole laptop. I have to not reset this, but I have to update these drivers anyway. Get that one there anyway. Yes. So I'll just wait for these to install. It shouldn't take too long for this to install, but once that installs, it should be alright. I've done a chipset driver update. Like I noticed when I've been keeping on top of the updates for this computer, it's been fine. It's as soon as you let some of the updates for Dell and stuff lapse, particularly chipset drivers and firmware and stuff, it definitely becomes an issue, or some things definitely become an issue. So, yeah. Ready. I have never actually tried to get into the BIOS on this Dell because I don't know. Well, I probably could work out which button is the Dell is the BIOS button anyway, but I've been mucking around with it that much. But yeah, this has been just a bit of a 10-minute review on it. Now, there is some good features. There's this. The keyboard lights up, which I love. That's fantastic. The screen itself is marvelous. The power supply is pretty hefty. It's a pretty big power supply that you've got to lag around. If you see it on the ground there, but there it is. It's a pretty big power supply, so I don't. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it's not really designed to be. It's a 15-inch screen, so it's designed not to be the most mobile computer, but it's designed to be a good computer if you want to do gaming and stuff. You want to do a bit of gaming and stuff like that. Realistically, when you muck around with it anyway. Real time ray tracing. Waiting for this to finish. $144 plus frames. Ray tracing is here. Learn more. Buy now. Buy now. Yep. So let me have a look. So I'm just waiting for this to finish at the moment. Once that finishes installing that update, it should be alright. What else we got? This is other updates anyway. Just gonna close that. Anyway. This is not a light camera by any means, so carrying it around sometimes can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I should probably get a little camcorder that I can carry around, or something that realistically does work a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe like a little GoPro or something. Maybe. So I'm just waiting for that to install. So once that installs, it should be alright. So that's alright. That's going to update anyway. Once that's done anyway. But basically, the Dell laptop itself, it's got some lovely features, as you can tell. I love the light up keyboard. I love the SSD. I love the fact that it's got a 1 TB hard drive for storage and everything else on there. It's basically like having a mini PC, like a full-fledged gaming PC, but in a laptop form, basically. It hasn't got the greatest graphics card. It's like a 1050 Ti, so it's not the greatest graphics card, but you can play a few games on it, realistically, if you want to. And I don't think there'd be much of a problem with having having to use those games or whatever. So yeah, it feels pretty tight, like pretty well built. It doesn't feel shit by any means. This part is a little bit feels a bit plasticky, like doing stuff and everything else, things like that. So yeah, definitely. But the version is installed. Restart now. I'll restart now. That's alright. So let's restart, reboot. Reboot. But yeah, it definitely does feel good, and I love the light up keyboard. It's pretty cool. Dog sitting there snoring in the corner. Little bastard. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, the fountain does get very loud, but it is a gaming PC, so it's got to be expected sometimes. Okay, so it's not responding. What the fuck? Ah, there we go. Okay. What the fuck is going on there? It's weird. There we go. It's responding now. But no, the things that I might end up upgrading with this later, I might add a bigger SSD, realistically. A little bit of a faster SSD, maybe. Probably like 256 gigabytes or 512 or something. The hard drive I might upgrade to like an SSHD, most likely, to carry my data and everything else and things like that. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for that. Closing this stuff anyway. But yeah, it's not a bad little laptop. I've had it for about a little over maybe 6 months or so, or probably more than a little bit, maybe more than 6 months, roughly around that amount of time. Anyway, when I picked it up, so I got this from the Good Guys in Belconnen. So yeah, wasn't too bad though. It seems pretty good. Works pretty well. Got distinct graphics and everything else. You got a Core i5 8th gen. It's not too bad. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there anyway for now. Shit. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I'll leave it there for now. Alright, talk to yous this is going to be this is a bit of a review video on the laptop anyway. So if you're interested in checking out these models anyway, it's the Dell G3 gaming laptop. So yeah, definitely check them out. They're pretty good. I haven't had many problems with them. So yeah. All right, catch ya. Bye.